to basically, her books were about dog ownership, adoption, you know, checklists for taking bringing a brand new puppy into the house, taking your dog to the vet. Just really simple log books is what she was making. She was primarily doing log books. She hadn't even expanded into all the different ways that we can think about it right now, because there was really nobody setting the standard about what could be done.
Right.
And so I thought, what a brilliant idea. So of course, planners and journals are the simplest entry point.
Mm-hmm.
And when I talk to my students, I say, yes, absolutely. You should focus on making about 20 6x9 lined notebooks. That's it. That way you're focused on the research component and learning how to make covers, which are two of the most critical parts of actually learning this process.
Right.
So if you're just, and that way, if you're just doing lined interiors, you don't have to worry about all the things about bleed and not bleed and all these other complicated stuff. You're just focused on the research and making a nice cover. And so once you've done those 20, you understand the upload process, you understand how to research on Amazon, you understand how to fill in your back end, all the complicated tech stuff is handled. Then after the 20, or maybe some people it takes 50, then they can segue into much more complex interiors. And that's where the fun begins. I'm not saying you can't make money doing notebooks, but they're kind of saturated at this point in time with 10 and 50,000 results for those particular products. But there are still lots of people making a lot of money just in notebooks. If you really are a good graphic artist and can make really good covers, you can do well doing notebooks. And planners obviously are still a very popular thing to do, but just realize that if you're making an annual planner, you sell it that 1 year and then it's done. So it's really very, very niche and one and done. 2021, nobody's buying it again. So
if a person has an emphasis, Rebecca, let's say they've got an emphasis in the marketplace already and they're in that channel, is that where they should start looking at creating their 20, or should they be looking at doing things other than their emphasis to just get the process down?
Well, that if you already have a name in your marketplace and you already have a following, then make a planner for that group of people. If you have a large following, make a planner for them. Make something that those people can utilize, a journal of some kind, a planner, a checklist, anything. And then you can brand it just to understand the process, right? Then once you understand the process on Amazon, you're allowed infinite numbers of aliases. So you're basically uploading under an alias. So nobody needs to know it's you or your name or your company's brand. You could be anybody. I have brands that have male names on them. So because I'm appealing to a male niche, like for hunting or something like that, or fishing. Mm-hmm. And so the sky's the limit. You have one KDP account, but you have unlimited alias and pen names. All right. So pen name, brand.
Right.
But she was first to market with that torn street artwork on her cover. And so that's her telltale sign. And she now has like 3 or 4 books in her series. And so she was first to market. So people who create, some people come into this thinking, oh, well, I'm a graphic artist. I certainly have this nailed. And then they end up hardly selling anything and they get frustrated and don't make a penny, whereas a grandmother can come in who just has a dream and a vision to make a book for her granddaughter, and she hits it out of the park because she had a passion. So one thing that I like to tell my students, and I think that it works in anything that you're doing, especially online, a doctor goes to school for like 12 years and they spend well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars for their education.
Right.
All right. And they can still wash out. And that last critical year, when they're doing rounds and stuff like that. So they can still fail, even after all that input and after all that investment. If you have even a small amount of passion for doing this, to invest some time into learning how to do this, you're going to make money. Will you make thousands? I can't guarantee any of those things because the FCC won't let me.
Right, of course.
But I can guarantee that you'll make money to buy a vacation, to make a car payment, to do things that you wouldn't have been able to do. If it becomes a nice side hustle where you're making $500, $1,000, $1,500 a month from a book that you made 3 years ago, hello, that's easy money. That's called passive income.
Right.
And it's a fun thing because you're doing something that you hopefully enjoy doing. Don't do anything you don't enjoy doing. Don't do this for the money.
Right.
Don't
right.
do this for the money. Don't do this because you saw somebody make a video about how they're making this much money, because I can guarantee you that you will be frustrated. Mm-hmm. Compare and despair, right? So don't do it for that. Do it because you want to create something. You have a desire to create something. That's one of the best things that I see in my students, especially my senior students who are 65 like myself and older, who, spent their lives in a business that told them what to do, restricted their ability to be creative, and now they can create anything that they want to. It's a fun process. They love doing it. And the money that they make is just bonus for being paid for something that they enjoy doing. And then as they get better, sometimes that money grows, but they still are loving the process. And so that's all I can really say is if you love this process, then it will pay you back. It really doesn't take a lot of money to make a lot of money with low content books. 20 books, 26 books, selling a day, $6 profit a day. I think it's like $130 a day. Mm-hmm. And that's like $50,000 a year. 26 books. So if you have 100 books, you just need to find the ones that are really selling well and then focus on those, double down on those, make more like that, spend some ads on those ones that are doing it, and you can up your game. Even if you have no skills, no graphic skills, no graphic capability whatsoever, I can't even draw a stick figure. All right?
Oh, man. Rebecca, where can people come and find out more about the group? Where can they go and get more information?
If you just type my name into Google, you'll find me. I have a YouTube channel. I moved to a rural area where my upload speed is not very good. So it's kind of taken a hit on my YouTube channel. I'm hoping to come back and do some more. So Rebecca Holman, I'm on YouTube. If you type it in on Facebook, you'll find my group. Slow Content Book Mastery is my course group, but I have a Fast, Fun, and I can't remember actually what the title is for my I have a free Facebook group. Just, fill in the answers and come on in, and you could be in there. And then you can find out more about me that way. And, just if you type my name in, you'll find me. People know who I am, and I'm happy to help you. Let's just put it that way. I'm happy to help you get started. People ask questions. I have a very active group, so people ask questions. I'm in there all the time. I'm in there every day, answering people's questions. So if I can help you, I'm here to help you.
Well, everybody, wasn't this awesome? I really appreciate this, Rebecca. And I am going to put links down here for people to kind of look you up here on both YouTube and Facebook. And once again, it really sounds like this is something that, maybe if you're not necessarily into, the whole digital marketing thing, this may be your way. I mean, this could be your path. And, I really want to encourage you, if you're watching this and, some of this stuff is sort of overwhelming, I mean, this is the kind of thing that maybe you can get your arms around. I encourage you to look up Rebecca and get started. So everybody, once again, thank you very much for joining me. Rebecca, as always, good chatting with you. Glad we're able to get together on this. Have a great day, everybody, and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.